Assalamu alaikum. I am Professor Momin Mubashira Kausar, Assistant Professor in Zoology Department from JT Art Science and Commerce College. Today I will teach you external features of Phyla globosa. The body of the phyla is soft and covered by a protective calcareous hard shell. Though major part of the animal body can be extended during locomotion and feeding, but the visceral mass, means other than foot and head, remains inside the shell. The shell of Phyla globosa, as in other gastropoda, is univalve, means the shell is made up of a single piece. Therefore, it is called as univalve, but coiled around a central axis in right-handed torsion. A single revolution of the shell around the axis is called as whirl. There are 6.5 whirls in a single shell, and these whirls become larger from top to the bottom of the shell. The top of the shell is called the apex, and the apex formed first, means the starting of shell formation. The formation of shell starts from the apex, which is formed first, and growth of the shell takes place from it. The apex contains smallest and oldest whirl. The largest whirl is called as body whirl, which encloses most of the animal body. The lines between two whirls are called as sutures, means the joining line between two whirls is called as suture. Internally, the whirls of the shell are freely communicated with one another, means the shell is undivided internally. Such type of shell is called as unilocular. In the center of the shell runs a vertical axis that is called as columella, around which the whorls of the shell are coiled. The columella is hollow, means empty inside, and its opening to the exterior portion is known as umbilicus. The shell of Phyla globosa varies in color from yellowish to brown or even blackish in color. Then, body of phyla. After careful removal of the shell, the soft and delicate body of phyla is exposed. The body consists of a head, foot, and visceral mass, means the body is differentiated into three distinct regions. The anterior region is called as head, and ventral region is called as foot, and the dorsal region is visceral mass. In an expanded animal, the head and foot comes out of the shell mouth, but the visceral mass remains inside the shell whirl. The body of the animal does not lie freely in the shell. Instead, the animal body connected with the shell by a strong columella muscle. The columella muscle arises from the foot and is inserted in the hollow columella. This muscle causes the withdrawal of the animal body into the last whirl of the shell, means the muscles keep the animal body inside the shell and also prevents the body from extending out of the shell beyond a certain limit. Then head. Head is an anterior-most fleshy and bilaterally symmetrical, means divided into two equal halves, which is prolonged into a contractile snout. The head bears two pairs of tentacles. The first pair of tentacle or bilabial pulp are small and lie in front. Behind them there is a second pair of tentacles which are long. The tentacles are hollow, means empty inside and capable of much extension and contraction. Behind the tentacles, the head has a pair of eyes which lie on the stalks or omatophores. And omatophore is a motile stalk having an eye at the tip. Then foot. Below the head, a large muscular foot is present. The lower surface of foot is grey in color, which is flattened sole. It is triangular with the apex pointing backwards, and the foot is used for creeping. When the foot is withdrawn, the operculum closes the mouth of the shell, means the animal body withdraws its foot, then the operculum closes the shell mouth. In the foot, a pedal mucus gland present which forms a slime trail, means secrete a mucus during locomotion. Waves of contraction which sweep from the anterior to the posterior end of the foot and provide the main power of locomotion. The visceral mass is the part of the body above the head and foot. There is a visceral mass present which contains the main organs of the animal body. The visceral mass is coiled exactly like the shell because the body fills all the walls of the shell. The visceral mass exhibits the phenomenon of torsion, which is distinct from coiling. The visceral mass is soft and grey to dark brown in color. Then mantle. The mantle, also referred as pallium, means mantle is also called as pallium, which covers the visceral mass, and it forms a hood over an animal when it is withdrawn. Mantle is like a covering of the animal body. The edges of the mantle is thick and contains shell glands which secretes the shell. The edges having glands which secrete the shell. Above the thickened edge there is a supramarginal groove. The mantle also has two fleshy lobes called nuchal lobes or pseudipodia, which are joined on either side of the foot. Like in this is the head part of animal, and these two are lobes, nuchal lobes or pseudipodia. The left pseudipodium forms left pseudopypodium forms a large tubular respiratory siphon for aerial respiration. Left pseudopypodia forms a respiratory siphon for aerial respiration, and a respiratory current enters through it. Respiratory current enters through the left respiratory siphon. Then right pseudopypodium. Right pseudopypodium is less developed, means it is incompletely developed and not a regular tube. Respiratory current passes out through the right pseudopypodium. Respiratory current enters through left pseudopypodium and passes out through the right pseudopypodium. Thanks for watching.